Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm out here in the shop today. I keep getting a ABS sensor electrical short or code on my dash, and it only happens every now and again. Sometimes I can get it to clear immediately. Sometimes I have to drive it a few miles or 50 miles or whatever, and then I can get it to clear, like the problem goes away. It might stay off a week, 2 weeks, just depends, and it'll come back, and then liable to not go back off for a day or two, and then I can get it to clear again. So I'm thinking something's going on with the sensor. It's always the same sensor. I've took the plug apart on the frame rail, inside the frame rail here, and cleaned it, put it back together. Didn't seem to fix anything. So I got a new sensor here. That's what it looks like. This is your sleeve, this is the sensor. This is where it plugs in on the frame up there. I'm thinking I'm gonna have trouble getting it out because I'm thinking it's probably froze up inside of here. And so this might get interesting. But I'm gonna try to drive it out of there and pull the cable down. You can see where the cable routes around down through here, around across the brake chamber, and up inside the frame rail here. It goes down this the brake hose, comes back up and plugs in right here. So let's see if we can get this old one out of here. Afraid of that. That's what you don't want to do, is break the bracket off that it's mounted on, because it's seized in there. Alright guys, I'm having to weld this back up, and I got a pick torch, but all I have is an engine drive machine, which you cannot weld aluminum with. But what I'm doing is, I've got a bottle of argon already. I'm going to get a proper TIG welder one day, but anyway, I'm running electrode positive, which melts your tungsten, and I'm only got a weld like an inch on each side, so I'm not real worried about melting the tungsten, and this is not structural. It's just got a hold of this little sensor. So I'm just kind of daubing it and daubing it. I don't even have any aluminum welding rods, but I'm gonna make it work, so hang tight. Got to get our TIG rod, or tungsten, excuse me, sticking back out there. Stick it out about that much, and we're going to burn it down. We just have to keep repeating the process. Like I say, this is not real good, but it's what I got to work with, so that's what we're going to do. All right, guys, here's our finished bracket. You know, that's not the prettiest welding in the world there, trying to daub it like that with something that's not intended to weld aluminum. But regardless, I got it stuck back together. All this has got to do is hold a ABS sensor there, and I think it's plenty capable of doing that. I took the die grinder with a carbide burr and got all the old sensor ground out of there so that I can put the new sensor back in. It's got a sleeve that goes in here, and you put some grease and stuff that they send you in the little kit in there, and you put the sensor in there. So we got that much done. All we got to do now is stick it back together. This is the grease that they send you in the little kit to put in here to keep that from happening, from getting froze up in there like that. So we're going to put plenty of that on there. This just looks like moly grease to me. So anyway, we'll put plenty of that in there. This is the little sleeve, the little copper or whatever sleeve that goes in. Put that in there like so. It sticks through. Then we'll put some more of this grease on there. And make sure we have plenty on there. Which I'll probably never have to change this again, but if we do, we don't want to go through all this same problem again. Put some on here as well, just for good measure. And should go right in there like so. And you push this all the way to your tone ring on the sensor there, and it'll put itself back in place. Right now we're going to leave it like that, and go ahead and push this through there and bolt this back up. This has turned into a way bigger project than I thought it was originally going to be, but I kind of knew there might be a problem whenever I first tried to take this out the other day when I was putting brakes on, and it didn't just slide out, and I seen it was going to be an issue, so I kind of left it alone, and figured when I come back, when I had a little more time, I would come back and do whatever was necessary. In hindsight, I should have went ahead and unbolted the bracket there and took it loose and took a die grinder and cut the sensor out of it, and that would have saved me from the headache of breaking the bracket and having to fix it and all that. But regardless, hindsight's 20/20. So now we know. At least I was able to fix it and get it back going here, so not the end of the world. Hole there's kind of buggered up just a touch where I had that grounded at. Kind of arced in there and kind of messed it up. I could have gone in there though. Alright guys, all we got to do now is push the sensor up to the tone ring here. It's a 0 gap sensor. Just going to put these on here to be able to push it up there. And in order to do the trick. Alright guys, I got it back on there. I had to loosen these back up again and do some adjusting to get it to fit the tone ring right there. Pretty decent. It's about the best I can do with it. But anyway, that weld on there is not very good, and it's not very structurally strong at all. I'm sure it wouldn't take much to break it off because I just, you know, it's kind of daubed on there, but all it's doing is holding that little sensor right there, so I think it'll be okay. And if it does break off, it's not a
not a big deal. I mean, it's just a ABS sensor, so not the end of the world. Just have to go back and fix it. But I've got the wire secured with zip ties up through here, and run down around, plug back in. So all should be well with that. All I like is putting the brake shoes and drums and wheels and stuff back on. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video up here. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys next time.